Subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Raman was born in a quiet riverside village where mornings were slow, the air was fresh, and life moved at the pace of the water flowing past the fields. He wasn't a rich man, nor did he ever dream of becoming one. What he wanted, more than anything, was a happy family and a simple life. Raman's wife, Amina, was the heart of his world. She had a smile that could calm any storm. In their small house with mud walls and a tin roof, they built a home filled with laughter. Soon after their marriage, they were blessed with a daughter, Maryam. From the moment Raman held her in his arms, he made a silent promise: "I will give you everything I never had." Life was not always kind. When Maryam was only 5 years old, Amina fell seriously ill. The village had no hospital, only a small clinic that could do little for her. Raman sold his cow, his tools, and even the gold bangles his mother had left him, trying to pay for her treatment in the city. But Amina never came back. She passed away one rainy night, leaving Raman with nothing but his daughter and memories. From that day, Raman became both father and mother to Maryam. He learned to braid her hair, cook her meals, and sew her clothes. Every morning, he would walk her to the small school on the edge of the village, holding her tiny hand. At night, he would read to her from an old, torn storybook, his voice carrying both love and sorrow. Years passed, and Maryam grew into a bright young girl. She was clever, always topping her class, and she dreamed of becoming a doctor so no one in the village would have to lose a loved one the way she had lost her mother. Raman worked harder than ever in the fields during the day, carrying goods for merchants at night. His hands became rough, his back bent, but he never complained. Every coin he earned went into a small wooden box under his bed, Maryam's education fund. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Maryam came to her father. "Baba," she said softly, "my teacher says I can get a scholarship to study in the city." Raman's heart tightened. The thought of her leaving scared him, but he knew dreams only grow when given space. He smiled. "Go, my daughter. See the world. I'll be right here when you come back." The day Maryam left for the city, Raman stood at the bus stop long after the bus disappeared down the dusty road. He returned home to an empty house, every corner echoing with her laughter that was no longer there. City life changed Maryam. At first, she wrote letters every week, telling her father about her classes, her friends, and her new life. But as months turned into years, the letters became fewer. When Raman tried calling, she was often too busy to talk. After 7 years, Maryam had become a respected doctor in a private hospital. She lived in an apartment with glass windows and a view of the city lights. She told herself she would visit the village soon, but there was always another patient, another meeting, another reason to stay away. Meanwhile, Raman was getting older. His hair turned silver, his back bent further, and his eyesight weakened. Still, he worked small jobs to keep the house in order, always believing his daughter would return one day. Then, one cold winter evening, a letter arrived at Maryam's office. The handwriting was shaky, the paper thin. It read, "My dear Maryam, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I have sold the little land we had, so you can have something for your future. I kept the promise I made to you, even if it meant I had nothing left for myself. I will not trouble you any more. If I see you again in this life, I will be grateful. If not, I pray Allah keeps you safe. Your father, Raman." The next morning, Maryam traveled back to the village for the first time in years. The road seemed longer than she remembered, the fields drier, the houses older. When she reached home, the door was open. Inside, Raman's bed was neatly made, but he wasn't there. A neighbor told her he had been taken to the small clinic 2 days earlier. She ran to the clinic. Raman lay on a simple cot, his breathing slow but steady. When he saw her, his eyes lit up, and he tried to sit up. Miriam rushed to him, tears streaming down her face. "Baba, I'm so sorry," she whispered. Raman smiled weakly. "You're here now. That's all that matters." For the next few weeks, Miriam stayed by his side, cooking his meals, reading to him like he once read to her. They spoke for hours about the past, the present, and the dreams they still held. But Raman's health didn't improve. One morning, just before dawn, he quietly took his last breath, holding Miriam's hand. After his burial, Miriam returned to the house and found the small wooden box under his bed. Inside was a single piece of paper. It read, "My last gift to you is not money or land. It is the life I lived for you. Use your life to give someone else the same gift." Moral: love is not measured by the gifts we give, but by the sacrifices we make. Time is the most precious gift. Don't wait until it's gone to share it. Thanks for watching video.